Good morning. Welcome back on AM Live. Good morning. I'm here with Ruthella Turner, and she is from Nexus, the Youth and Family Services. So can you explain to everybody what Nexus does?
Well, I'm in the department for the community center. So we have 3 community centers: Upcountry, Comanche Lake, and the Ione Family Resource Center.
Right.
So we also have a youth department that's run by Lori Halverson. We also have a counseling department. So with the community centers, we have lots of fun, exciting events, programs. We're a place for the community to come to enjoy each other, to have recreational activities, get information. So we do things like play groups. We have so much fun with our play groups. We do one Monday mornings at the Comanche Lake Community Center and Thursday mornings at the Upcountry Community Center. We're the organization that oversees the Backpack to School and the Angel Tree projects. We actually have a fundraiser coming up in October 9th and 10th. It's a yard sale fundraiser. And we use those funds to help just get us some extra supplies within the centers.
Which is always needed. And so where's the yard sale at then?
So yard sale is going to be at our largest location, which is underneath the Pine Grove Market. So that's our Upcountry Community Center.
Okay.
Everybody keeps trying to call it Pine Grove Community Center, and then they can't find it in the phone book.
Oh, right. Because it's in Pine Grove.
Because it's in Pine Grove. But we don't want people to think that, well, I don't live in Pine Grove, I can't go there.
Right.
So that's why way back when the community centers were started, we decided to call it Upcountry Community Center and not Pine Grove Community Center.
Yeah.
So
That's good. Yeah,
just a little
because you
history.
probably get a little confused with the Pine Grove.
Yeah, and then people, they'll call Pine Grove Community and the
town hall, and you get like confused
at the
with
water department.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or Rocky at the water department.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. So you have a lot of events coming up.
We do.
Tell us about generalized anxiety disorder.
So we are doing a 5-part series on anxiety disorders. And anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness that people suffer from. It's actually about 1 in 5 adults have a diagnosable mental illness, and about 18% of those have some form of an anxiety disorder. So last month we did just kind of an overview, what is anxiety. This month we are talking about generalized anxiety disorder, which is somebody who just is always in a constant state of anxiety for no particular reason, versus somebody who maybe has a phobia or panic attacks. They're not always in a state of anxiety. There's something that brings it on. So imagine going through life with a constant state of stage fright.
Yeah.
That's not comfortable.
Yeah.
So
and this is something that's diagnosed in children, or
So-
small adults, and then
a good thing to recognize is that mental illness, just like many other illnesses, start when people are young. So those red flags do occur when people are, depending on which one we're talking about, sometimes as young as 8 or 9.
yeah.
So anxiety, generalized anxiety, or anxiety in general, is the one that starts typically between the ages of 9 to 11.
Wow.
So,
Well, most people don't want to. They want the information, but they don't want to address it because they're, just afraid, well, maybe it's just a phase, or
Right.
maybe they'll grow out of it. But you should, you don't want to be the one that your child has an anxiety disorder, but you can't help it. And if you can find out early enough,
absolutely.
you can correct maybe, or even, help through the process of understanding what it's about. Because,
Yeah.
like I said, I have a 5-year-old, and he does some crazy off-the-wall things, and I think to myself, is that normal? Is it normal? Did I give him too much sugar? Does he have ADD or ADHD? Or, there's so many disorders that you can catch early on, but most people don't like to think about their children being different.
It's scary.
And then, it's not looking enough into it. So that's really great that you have that
Yeah,
available. And
one thing I just want to mention is our wellness workshop, the generalized anxiety disorder. We're going to be talking about people who have generalized anxiety disorder, even adults. So
Great.
we want the adults
Wonderful.
who maybe are working with themselves or another adult, as well as parents and caretakers to
so
come.
do you have a website that people can go to look that up?
So you want to go on to our Google Calendar. So we have the Upcountry Community Center's calendar, Comanche Lake Community Center. We're working on our website, which I know is tough.
I
but
know, right?
We
Of course.
keep our Facebook page up to date. So each community center has its own Facebook page. You can go on it and check out our flyers.
And a phone number, maybe?
296-2785. We are in the 21st century that way.
Great. I know, exactly. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear about it. Thank you, Ruthella, so much for coming
You're
on. We appreciate it,
welcome.
and I hope to get some more information. And if everybody's watching, get in touch and find out about what that community